How's it, friends? Today we're going to be exploring more of the best music found in gaming. Since the last video, yeah, as I was saying, the last video did really it did very well. Okay, so there's no avoiding it. I've got reminded near constantly last video about not including Doom, and honestly, how could I not? Doom has been around longer than I have, and its music has been kicking ass as long as it's existed up until its latest entry. I don't have to explain who the Mick Gordon is, because
you already know.
When that man does Doom music, you are going to be treated to pure testosterone compressed into an MP3 file. Mick Gordon has worked on other games before, and those tracks also made me want to lift weights, kill demons, and commit a couple felonies. Doom has incredible gameplay, and it is definitely helped by what the music brings to the table. Okay, so I recently found out that a lot of people watch my videos on their smart fridges. So I'm not sure where you plug in the earphones for what I'm about to tell you, but you're gonna need them. I haven't played any Sonic games. I know, I grew up playing Halo and Crash Bandicoot, Ratchet and Clank. So when I get a metric ton of comments saying I should mention Sonic, I have no idea where to start. I mean, obviously there was something special about the soundtracks, so I went online and started checking out some of the music Sonic had to offer. And damn dude, there's just so many to pick from. It's actually ridiculous. From the older games to the more recent, you've got bangers throughout the times, and that's something the fandom should be proud of. But before long I discovered Sonic Frontiers, and the last thing I expected was to find some of the most energetic and fun music I've ever heard. This game has some downright amazing music, and I can't believe I haven't heard it before. Okay, let's give this a listen. Whoa, what the hell? Is that Sonic music? So people recommended this to me. Well, not to me specifically, I just read that people said this was good, so I'm giving it a try now. How is the Sonic music? This sounds like... Whoa! Wait, let's turn this up. Whoa! I like this. This is cool. What the hell? Yo! What is this? What is this? How is this Sonic music? Sonic Frontiers? Bro, this sounds like it's meant for a completely different game. Like, what is happening? Why does music about a f***ing blue hedgehog go so hard? I've been missing out all my life and didn't even know. Shame on you guys. Okay, so here's a short entry on the list from a mobile game of all things. But it has no right having music that slaps this hard. I have just one track to mention, but it's good enough to bring up. Casey really decided to cook us a 5-star meal for a mobile game, and yeah, I'm all for it. Guilty Gear has its small but very passionate fan base, and I have a sneaking suspicion they don't actually play the Guilty Gear games, because how are you supposed to concentrate when music this great plays? If you're a sucker for dry vocals and sick guitar and drum type beats, please check out the music this franchise has to offer. I said it before, but Smell of the Game has to be my favorite track, and honestly, Can you blame me?
That is bullshit blazing, still my heart is blazing. If the word kill me, I don't need a new one.
We've had some amazing blood-pumping music up until this point, but I just want to slow things down a little and talk about something near and dear to my heart. The Mass Effect games take place in the far future and have all the elements you'd expect from a typical sci-fi setting, but what made it so amazing was the characters and the overall plot. You see, Mass Effect has a very grim plot that covers the original trilogy, and it's about saving the galaxy from what feels like an impossibly unbeatable foe. You can call the antagonists the Reapers if you like, but what they really are is fate. The Reapers have cleansed the galaxy an uncountable amount of times, and you desperately fight to change what cannot be changed, and that's what makes Mass Effect so grim and beautiful. Mass Effect at every turn makes you appreciate the friends you've made and the adventures you guys go on, and gives you plenty of time to reflect before the inevitable end. And you can feel all that emotion in each game's title screen track. That feeling of adventure, discovery, and, well, the end. By the way, Andromeda has an amazing main menu track, don't lie.
さて、一丁決めてくるか。
Yet another franchise I've never touched, but still know of because of the music. The entire Yakuza fanbase was sure to remind me to mention the music, and honestly, shame on me, bro. Have you heard this stuff? Ten out of 10 would Yakuza again.
Think fast, chuckle nuts.
Team Fortress 2 is one of the best games ever made, and its community is amazing. At least half of all memes on Earth come from these guys, and they're legions of SFM and Gmod creators.
Women.
Light work, no reaction. Light work, no reaction.
Ooh. Okay, it's got a little kick. Oh!
That said, the music is what I'm here to talk about, and it doesn't disappoint. TF2 boasts some of the best varied music I've heard. We've got amazing orchestral pieces, beautifully stylized tracks, and one inspirational main menu song I can't forget about. My favorite track from TF2 is the Medic theme and the song titled Right Behind You. It perfectly portrays my PTSD when there's an experienced spy on the enemy team. Dark Souls. The Dark Souls franchise is one of the GOATs, and just about everyone knows about these games and their ability to get used by every single video game journalist on Earth. This franchise is known for many things, like the crazy boss fights, the insane locations you get to visit, and of course, the music. Yes, I'll say it now, Dark Souls has some beautiful music that is incredibly moving, even if it makes me a bit sad at times. If you look up Dark Souls, you'll find waves of videos of people talking about what makes Dark Souls so special. You'll get video essays about overcoming depression, the sad backstory to a boss, or the relevance of a fucking ring to the overall narrative. Dark Souls is just drenched in this depressing, cold, and distant feeling. All these locations you visit are awe-inspiring, but you never fail to realize that you are seeing the world after its prime, after a great collapse. A world devoid of hope and any reason to look forward to tomorrow. And this feeling is perfectly encapsulated with the soundtrack, as it is equally as dark and drab. But you also sense a feeling of faint hope, and through all your struggles, through all the impossibly powerful bosses, you will succeed and overcome everything, and eventually restore the world, even if it is at the cost of your own eternal suffering. But also, small mentions. Okay, last video plenty of people got mad at me for not including their favorite games' OSTs, and I'm not sure how they could expect me to cover every single good song in existence in a 7-minute video, but editing videos takes a lot of time, and I'm only one man. So I'm going to rapid fire mention a few OSTs I think need to be mentioned regardless of time constraints. Subnautica, Abandoned Ship. This song slaps so hard, just put that in the playlist and thank me later. Literally anything from Geometry Dash. Yeah. We all know about this game, like, come on dude. Red Alert music. If you like rock, like me, please check out this game's music. It has so many awesome tracks, and my favorite is definitely Soviet March, along with Rock and Awe. The Persona series isn't something I've checked out, but the music I'm also very aware of. Its music scratches a certain itch in my brain that I just can't explain it. I'd recommend School Days and Specialist because it's just a plain, fun piece of music to hear over and over. Hotline Miami. If you want to feel like John Wick in that one scene, this game is for you. Check it out. COD World at War and Black Ops 1 and 2. These games have some amazing music, and I would make a whole video talking about them if I could. These games made up my childhood, and they still hold up today. And if anybody tells me to include Genshin Impact or Five Nights at Freddy's, I'm going to ask you to stop being a pedophile and stop listening to the world's worst music ever created.
Oh man, what the fuck, man?
Okay, back to the longer mentions. Remember how I mentioned Doom earlier? Do you think you can handle more testosterone? Do you think you can handle Ultrakill's soundtrack? You think you can? One does not simply hear Ultrakill's soundtrack. No, you forcibly vibe to it. Ultrakill's soundtrack is perfect. If you like fast-paced shooters with the best music on the market, Ultrakill is what you need. It's firmly holding its place as one of the greats. My favorite track is by far.
Okay, now!
And I've made a video using this song before, so if you're interested, please check it out. Ladies and gentlemen, we've made it to the last mention on the list, and the final OST of today is Undertale. I don't really get the hype around this game, but it seems to be well loved and has a big fan base, and I'm all here for it, supporting a successful indie game. It's when I hear the music though, I started to see why people ask me to check it out. Undertale has, in my opinion, some of the most video game sounding video game music ever, if that makes any sense.
No, not really.
It's got so many magical tracks. You've got songs that are so calming. Songs that make me want to get lost in a virtual world for a few hours. hype upbeat tracks that really deserve more praise. Overall, this game soundtrack is a beautiful mix of like compressed 16-bit high BPM music with great use of what I assume is a piano or a keyboard pieces, and it all comes together beautifully, and it really is something special. I can honestly say, after hearing a couple of these tracks, I just stopped to listen in silence, appreciate what I'm hearing. I can easily imagine some of the music being used for a playlist that helps you to relax or fall asleep. Okay guys, so that's the end of the video for now. If you made it this far in the video, thanks so much, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I am no doubt going to get plenty of copyright claims on this video, so please show your support by liking the video and subscribing. And with that guys, I'm going to say goodbye.